Hello, Chris Beast here, and here with another classic game, Resident Evil. This is the original version for the PlayStation 1. I believe the game came out in March 96, if I remember rightly. I'm actually playing this on a laptop, and I'm actually using the Biorand version to play this, but I've selected the generic vanilla Resident Evil version instead. So, yep, what I'm going to be doing is playing this game. I'm just going through my thoughts and feelings where I was situated at the time when I was playing this as a teenager. More so when I started with by getting the PlayStation 1. So, yeah, I just kind of want to talk a little bit of nostalgia and reminiscing whilst playing at the time one of the greatest games I've ever played, and just being blown away by it, even with how well it hasn't aged in the sense of voice acting and its appearance and what have you. But even for its time when I played this, I was just absolutely blown away. I obviously want to play my namesake here, but I think for nostalgia's sake and for talking about the first time I played this, I'm going to select Jill. Again, this I'm playing on a laptop. It's the Biorand version, but I've selected vanilla Resident Evil. Hence the reason why it probably says easy below Jill here. Right, so yep, I'm just gonna start the game. I'm keep the cutscenes open without talking. For those who obviously want to watch the game as well. So let's go.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here!
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Biohazard.
Sorry about that, not too sure why it slowed down there. Don't know if that's the game itself or if it's my laptop.
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
A dining room.
So, we got the full intro there in the beginning, didn't we? Cut scenes with the Japanese version in colour, and I don't know if it was the director's cut version of the Japanese version that included things like Joseph getting mauled a little bit more and more screams, a little bit more graphic content, and obviously the cutscene where Chris is smoking, which I think in other versions he was just staring to the camera because apparently smoking was just a little too edgy or something. But yeah, oh man, what an opening to a game, just pure nostalgia. So I've also noticed as well, because this is the Biorand version, it's not the PS1 version in the sense that I'm not having to wait in between each particular segments where the characters are talking. Also, I do believe I've got the option to not worry about cutscenes of opening doors. I can cut them off, so I'll show you this as an example. There.
Investigate if you hear any gunfire.
So I don't have to wait for Jill to open the door. As soon as the door scene comes up, I can click it. Nice. I'll try and not do that, to be honest. So yeah, this game came out, was it March 1996? I didn't get this game until it would be some point in midst of 97. I forget, at that point in 96, me and my brother still just had the Mega Drive at that point, and as Christmas was approaching in 96, my brother decided, let's just save for a PlayStation instead, stop the pocket money, and then when it comes to like the Boxing Day sales at Christmas, we'll get a PlayStation instead. And I'm like, yeah, alright, that sounds good. And Mum, being as awesome as she is, said, well, when Christmas Day approached, we weren't too sure what presents we were going to get. Mum had presented us with this big, massive present with a box that had been covered up, and lo and behold, it was a PlayStation inside. Yep, shout out to my mother. So I suppose in some ways Christmas did come early, just one day before. Funny at that point as well, the PlayStation we got, no memory card, 4 games, and only 1 control pad. Obviously, it wouldn't be long before we needed a memory card and another control pad for some particular games that we were playing. Anyway, enough baffling. Continuing on.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Yeah, I hope it's not Chris's blood either. Yeah, it was just weird thinking at this point, why are you checking out blood? What's going to come of it if you examine it enough? Are you that good enough to determine that it could be Chris's blood or somebody else's just by looking at it? Yeah, you are a legend for a reason, Barry. So I obviously know that this game was survival horror, and I remember the background. The back of the CD case. The tagline was, "Lock yourself in a bedroom at night and prepare to be amazed." And in retrospect, I think I was. Should get the full cutscene here. Obviously, I played the PS1 version, so I never saw that scene with the head. If they'd have kept that in, that would have been great, though. Ooh, right. I think this is Biorand. I've got auto-aim on, yeah. So yeah, later discovering that if no blood comes out of him, he's still alive, but I think blood was clearly coming out there. He's dead. Kenneth from the Stars Bravo team, now he's become a mere shadow of his former self. Missing head, oh my god. Yes, please. You never believe what I just found, Barry.
Barry?
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
I should say I've played this game before a few times and completed it. I'm just acting like this is the first time I've ever played it.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time I'll be there.
What an immortal line. Jill, you, take this, the master of unlocking. But to be honest, when I was playing this, when I would have been 13, 14 at that point, I didn't really see it as that big a deal. It was just like, alright, so she's very good at unlocking. Looking back at it now and thinking, oh my god. I would imagine it's a case of the, was it Shinji Mikami that directed this? I don't know if it was him himself that was responsible for all the language. Let's have particular sayings and translate them from Japanese to English maybe for the English voice actors to say. But just beautiful, lost in translation, great stuff. And yeah, and another thing to mention as well, the music, the soundtrack to this game is just, it's iconic. Again, I'm completely blinded by nostalgia. There will never be a greater soundtrack than this. Especially with the other Resident Evil games I've played, I've only got as far as up to 6, if I'm being honest. And as more so as I've played the other games, there are many good soundtracks, but I think I have to confess I'm blinded by nostalgia. This soundtrack to this game will always be my favourite. So yeah, bought this finally got a PlayStation 96, eventually got the game in 97. And all I remember was saying that this game is scary. Which is like, okay, I've never played a scary game, I haven't watched that many horror films as a teenager, let's see what it's like. But I just remember like the atmosphere coming into it and playing it, especially like after a school day, or more so during the winter where the nights get darker earlier. And I remember again the tagline to the back of the CD case saying, lock yourself in a dark room and prepare to be amazed. And I'm like, I'm really scared of continuing what's going around the corner. Oh, the music is just fantastic. Absolutely. I think it was actually my brother who recommended this game to me. We ended up buying it. And I don't know if he remembers this or not, but I remember him being persistent, like, I'm going to play as Jill, and then Chris, when you play next, you should play as Chris. And I wanted to play as Jill too. And then I think my brother tried playing as Chris, and then we realised that Chris only had 6 slots in his inventory. And he was scared, so, it's going to be tougher for you to do this with only 6 slots available. Yeah, we know you're not dead. Yeah, this is the Biorand version. There's no the end of that. Wait, is there nothing in here? I'm sure there was an ink ribbon in here. Oh, okay, fair enough. So I've not really played all the versions of this. I have played this, I have played Director's Cut, I've played a range of Director's Cut. Yes, I've also played the Director's Cut DualShock Edition, which has the terrible soundtrack. Although I do confess to actually liking some of the themes in that, and I do say that there is one particular piece of music that is better than its OG counterpart, if you can believe it. Yep, played arrange mode, Jill, Chris, Director's Cut, DualShock, and yeah, I've actually played the remake, which I didn't get until I bought a GameCube in 2012. Now, I think you know what happens here anyway. I don't know if we had neighbours who have played this before, because I remember being forewarned by my brother that when you continue running down here, something's going to happen. It's like, oh, a dog! Ah, what's going on? I do remember playing this first time, just thinking, just run, go, go! I can't actually just run on and not kill them and save bullets, to be honest. The fastest time I've completed this with Jill, I think, is 1.5 hours. I think I want to take my time with this one, to be honest. So, to me, I think the atmosphere is great. The music is fantastic. The enemies are like, oh god, who's gonna appear? Oh my god, it's a zombie. The fixed camera angles, like what on earth's around that corner? Puzzle rooms, trying to remember which room is where without having to consult a map. Locked doors. This is locked as a carving of armour. I was like, okay, I need to find armour. This is the door. Oh god, what's around that corner? Mirror, and I believe it's actually not the only toilet in the game, as I've listened to some YouTubers play. It isn't a mansion, but if you're including the whole game, you're forgetting the guardhouse. In fact, I think there's about 3 in the guardhouse, isn't there? Right round the corner. We all know what's going to happen here. So, I think I'm going to edit this particular cutscene. If I edit this particular cutscene here, it won't mean there will therefore be particular cutscenes that I won't be able to get in the second floor of this mansion and in the guardhouse itself. But I'm going to do this anyway because there's something I do want to mention. Yep, just casually going into here the first time and... oh, hell yeah, shotgun. Let's go. Hooks her up, what does that mean? I don't care. Oh good god, someone's coming down. Right, go man. Do you mean it's locked? What? What's going on? Why can't I get out? What's going on here? I remember, thinking, wait, so what, I've just got a shotgun and now I can't get out, it means I'm gonna die? Really?
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
And then comes the most iconic line in video gaming history.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
The Jill sandwich line. So, first time playing this and activating that cutscene, for the longest time I believed he didn't say Jill sandwich. I genuinely believed he said Jibble sandwich. And it wasn't until, finally having access to the internet and then looking at, why are people saying Jill sandwich? And it's like, because that's what Barry says when he saves Jill from the roof coming down on her. It's like, I thought it was Jibble sandwich. No, it's Jill sandwich. Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, for the longest time, I genuinely believed he said Jibble sandwich. One thing as well to mention about Barry. So, I don't know about the lore of Resident Evil, not like any of the comics or anything that preceded this. I'm sure there was something that came out by the time this game came out. Was it something to do with a guy called, with Chris Redfield meeting a guy called Billy, who was a researcher at Umbrella? Not Billy Cohen from Resident Evil Zero. Billy who believed there was strange things going on, and when Chris met Billy, Billy was killed, I think, by zombies, if I remember rightly. And I think that was something that, was it a manga or something that came out round about the time that this game came out, maybe before. So the only lore I knew about Resident Evil was from the instruction manual for the game. And the only interesting thing when you were reading about the characters was Barry Burton, who probably had the best character story, in the sense that, yeah, Chris Redfield, he was this, you had Jill Valentine, she was that, Albert Wesker was in charge, and he was the cool, slick boss, and the instructions, the description for Barry Burton was, tough as nails, veteran, has a magnum called Python, but something seems to be troubling him. And I thought, alright, so that's a really interesting story arc. It was probably the only interesting story arc from the characters that were mentioned in the manual. The rest were all members of STAR's Alpha and Bravo teams. I think some of the members who you end up seeing being killed were mentioned as well in their role in the STARS team. But I remember Barry standing out as he was, a veteran, tough as nails, but he seems to be distracted. Like, okay, there's something going on with Barry here, and I know this by reading instruction manual, as well as obviously diving further into the game. I thought that's really interesting. Green herb here, yeah. Should say, remember picking up a green herb for the first time, having no idea what it was. Of course, I didn't use the check option. Remember being bitten by a zombie, and I'm like, okay, my health's not good. What does this green herb do? Oh, my health is now fine. So, figuring out then and there, it's like, alright, so green herbs are good to get. I just discovered something as well, with, again, this being the Biorand version I'm playing. There are no ink ribbons in this game. I can save anytime I want, I believe. Right. Put that down. Yeah, I'm a real stickler as well for putting items in order. Weapons down here and below, and health, and then other items above it. Just so I know that I've not lost anything. In fact, whilst I'm there, I'm going to put this first aid spray down as well. Do I need... I don't need a shotgun. I think I know what I'm doing. Oh, the music. So good. Again, with the amount of doors, and it's interesting to say, reading the instructions manual to this game, I am terrible for actually reading instructions on how to play the game. So it's a case of, learning from by memory, trial and error, so to speak. So as you can imagine, playing this game for the first time, so many rooms in this mansion, some are locked by armor, some are locked by helmet. This case of which doors unlocked what, and trying to figure out which doors were locked and which keys that I needed and how to get those keys. I think the first time I played this game, when I finally got around to completing it, I think the grand total it took me was 9.5 hours. Again, the puzzles as well. The title is All Living Things Are Destined to Die. Again, I ended up knowing how to do this puzzle the first time, I think, because some neighbours on our street who had already played this game and completed it, and they told us, so yeah, you want to select all the buttons from youngest to oldest. Kind of took away from it from a bit. So I'd like to think that I would have learnt to do this anyway, but honestly, I couldn't say. So yep, all the pictures in order from youngest to oldest. So baby, This is the infant. Yeah. The boy. No teenager. Straight to the young man. A picture of... oh, it's a picture of me. Tired middle-aged man. And then lastly... bald-looking old man. It's in order. Select. Picture of people mourning for their dead. There's a switch below. Will you push it? The music, though, is so dramatic. I do believe in the beta versions. This is the music that starts off. Which I think is really, really good. Creepy, ominous. It's pretty much the soundtrack in general. Put this down already. One down, 3 to go. I'm not gonna save it. Yeah, I think the music should stop here. That's good. I love the playing the motif. Forgive me for sounding I'm not the most academically gifted musical listener, but just the motif for this game that recurs the da, 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 and it's pitches a little different here and rearranged a bit for the second floor. And obviously when you come back to the mansion, when you deal with the hunters, how they've somehow managed to keep the motif and add it's like another section of strings that play over the top of it that somehow gives it that more ominous feel to, like, alright, you're back in the mansion, but now shit's really going down because you've got to deal with hunters. It's just absolutely fantastic job. I forget the name of the composer, but yeah, great stuff, great job. That's good.
Barry!
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Excuse me. So I remember thinking to myself, oh wow, this is really cool, we can use these as a weapon. God, these must be really killer. Like really killer against zombies. Can't use these alone. Until you realise that he's not giving me an actual weapon, he's giving me ammunition for a weapon. Good weapon, mind you, good ammunition, but it's not a weapon that he's giving me. Come on. Oh, just the music, and it's like, alright, I don't think I want to go down here. I hope this blood isn't from my team. Oh my god. What's in here? What's that music? Of course, now I can look back at this and laugh, but playing this at 14 years old with no experience, never played a horror game. I don't even think I watched a horror film. Being out of my mind like, oh no, what's around the corner? What is this? I also got the weapon first. The grenade gun. It's known as the bazooka in, yeah. Oh, the OG version for the PlayStation is known as the bazooka, isn't it? But the grenade gun, nevertheless, which I think is what it was known in, like Resident Evil 2 and onwards. Oh! It's Forrest. He's been pet to death by crows. Run! Get out of here! Better get pet to death! Quick! 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 So obviously, yeah, the acid rounds are what are needed for grenade gun. Obviously, you've got to enter the grenade gun first before you can use the acid rounds, mind you, but fair enough. It's handy having the auto aim on, so I know that zombie on my left is dead. You're still alive, aren't you? I think this seemed pretty obvious from first view. It's like, alright, yep, we need to push it off the edge. I haven't got that many bullets left. It might be alright, there's only 2 here, isn't there? Just the background colours as well, the wallpaper. Definitely looks like I'm in a hotel. Again, helmet key and a numeric key panel. I will discuss that when we get to that later. Because it took me the longest time to wonder how to get that solved. Like, how on earth did you ever get the key number for that? Obviously, I know that now, but back then it took me the longest time. Obviously, I mean, it should mention as well. So I'm playing this in '97. I'm 14 years old. I don't have the internet yet at all. I didn't really know any of my classmates who were playing this game. It's something I didn't really talk to about when it came to video games. So I didn't know if they were playing this and if they knew perhaps. So again, yeah, for years I had no idea how to, for one example, solve that numeric key panel. She's jumping down. She's going down the steps quick there. I need to get in before, in fact. I need to get to the save room. I've not got that many bullets left. Ugh. Again, when it comes to the music, there is no better save room theme, I feel. Again, yeah, I would confess I'm blinded by nostalgia. 2's good. 3, which I think copied 2 somehow made it better. Code Veronica's safe theme is really starting to grow on me, I must confess. So yeah, just talking about the games. So yeah, I've played and completed 1 OG arrange mode, 2, 3, Code Veronica, 0, 4, 5. I struggled when with the change to 4 to begin with. I'm definitely it's one of those things that definitely makes me a boomer at this point. When they stopped the fixed camera angle third person situation, I'm like, oh, what have you done to my game? But I understand that changes need to happen. You can't continue like this forever. It's just not going to appeal to next generation of video gamers. Oh, you son of a... Oof. A waste. I'd like to think I figured that out for myself. It's like, oh, if a zombie's close enough, can I shoot its head off? Nice. Oh, what's the armor kit? Oh, the lockpick one is down here, isn't it? 3 life, nice. Oh, what are you doing, Chris? Ah. I've forgotten something, haven't I? Down here is the herbicide. That's what I need. I need to make up my mind. I'm going the wrong way. At least that zombie's dead. Again, it's just, you discover rooms, you're like, okay, so this is a puzzle, you need such and such an item. You find the item, it's like, alright, so you connect the item to the puzzle, and that will lead on to the a reward, in this case, the armor key. I think that the puzzle solving, trying to remember which rooms you're in, aspect of it, it's just, I absolutely love this. So I believe this game was inspired by the video game of a film called Sweet Home, if I remember rightly. I've never played the game itself, but it's just the concept of this I just absolutely love. I'm also convinced as well when it comes to like logic and memory solving, puzzle solving, that kind of thing, IQ, that things like this, video games like this, should be considered educational in that aspect. It's like here's the deal when it comes to the subject of neurology, and dare I say, I don't want to get too political, and not that I want to feel like I'm insulting anyone, but obviously we have questions that need answer when it comes to the subject of things like Alzheimer's and dementia. And I can just imagine it's one of those things where, unfortunately, a person's growing up and they have dementia and they're deteriorating, their short-term memory is gone. But I guarantee you, if somebody in a couple of decades' time is experiencing this and has played this video game as a child, that they could complete this video game without any trouble at all. It's one of those things like, when you play a piano, you unfortunately forget when you get older, but you can guarantee you'll be able to remember to play a piece of music like Moonlight Sonata, for instance, as well. So I think, as weird as it sounds, I don't know if I'm actually making a correct point here, but in some ways I feel like video games like this, which task solving, like memory retention. It's actually educational as well as fun and scary. So yeah, the benefit of playing with Jill is you have the lockpick, so rooms that have the sword key with Chris are you can just use with a lockpick with Jill. I need more handgun ammo. Yep, good timing. I've got to do this, haven't I? The again, iconic moments. This was obvious to me. So yeah, the first time I saw this, and with the camera angle and the door behind, it's like, you knew a zombie was going to come out. But again, it's just fascinating. Oh, I'm going to have to read this out. Iconic dialogue, and now time for an iconic iconic diary, Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 1998. At night we played poker with Scott the Guard. Elias? I'm sure it's supposed to be Elias, just spelled wrong. Elias and Steve the Researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. May 10th, 1998. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. May 11th, 1998. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. May 13th, 1998. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I can sleep well tonight. May 14th, 1998. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They've been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 15th, 1998. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They said the company's ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? May 16th, 1998. I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swell on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? And I'm reading this, I'm thinking, yeah, we know what's happening, we know what you're going to turn into. May 19th, 1998. Fever gone but itchy. Hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy Scott came. Ugly face so killed him. Tasty. That's brilliant. 4 itchy, tasty. It's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I was watching the fall, I want to say evolution for some reason, like the fall and eventual demise of the keeper eventually turning into a zombie. That diary there also demonstrates the belief that, so I do remember seeing a lot of discourse on the subject of Brad in the Resident Evil 3 remake apologising to Marvin before he bites Marvin, and I think a few fans, understandably said, how does he say sorry and then decide, whilst he's turning to what he's a zombie, isn't he, Brad? He's coming towards Marvin, and then Brad says sorry, and then bites Marvin. And I think some people thought it was a little bit unrealistic, and I could kind of see their point until somebody then mentioned read Keeper's Diary in the original Resident Evil, and there's your proof that, well, they still have some kind of human faculties on the way towards turning into a zombie. If that kind of, if you believe, I think that's a good enough proof for me that yeah, Brad was still somewhat human at the time before he decided to eventually turn full zombie and bite Marvin. Resident Evil 3 remake, if I remember rightly? Yeah, because it's when Carlos chases up to them. So I think another thing as well, just like going around the house and thinking, oh, why does this door lead to? And then realising, alright, I'm back at near the beginning of the game. Okay, that's good. So right, and now of the... Oh. Another mansion key, I know I can... mansion key, which is the armor key. Just things like that as well. It's like if you check what you're looking at and you can give them clues, like so we know it's got an armor key in it, so it's now called an armor key. Stuff like that, so it's really, really good. Need the bullets. I remember taking this at the time thinking, what on earth do I need this for? And then realising I'd actually need it because I've got the shotgun and I've been saved by Barry. And then realising, obviously, in later games that you need to take this if you want the shotgun, if you're playing as Chris. Or if, when you're playing with Jill, you activate another cutscene instead. So, because I've activated the Jill sandwich cutscene with Jill, with Barry, it means I can't activate other cutscenes where there's a room on the second floor where I'm reading another diary. And if I had have done something different, I'd have triggered a scene where Barry would be in there. And I don't think I can get the guardhouse scene where Barry's secretly talking to someone as Jill's listening on the other side of the door and Barry can be heard screaming, "Well, what about my family?" So that has become... There's no point taking that. It's moot. Each desk... I think pretty much most of the desks have shotgun shells in this, don't they? With the exception of one, which I think is ink ribbon. So, cool. I've got what I need here. I'm going to put some stuff back. I think I'm fine with that setup for the moment. So I'm going to need this for the next puzzle and the statue that was dropped from the second floor, blue jewel. So eventually picking up items and then realising, oh right, yeah, so I need them in a particular place. So tiger statue's in here, it's like, oh, it's got eyes, and then realising, so that's the blue jewel, I put it in the tiger statue. So that takes care of one half of that puzzle. A fine grand piano. And what have we got in here? Music score. The title is Moonlight Sonata. Ah, that most iconic of classical music pieces. playing a piece of music and open up a secret passageway. So again, this being a Biorand version, it's not the original PS1 PAL version, which has a few more bars of music when Jill plays the final chord on the piano there. So it's a little bit different. What's in here? Ah, okay. So I remember taking this out and the wall coming down and thinking, God, I hope, because I didn't take the other emblem out. I was like, I hope, I'm still hoping I can put the gold emblem back. Otherwise, I'm trapped in here forever. So what happens when I swap the emblems around? Another mansion key. I've seen helmet, and we've not seen a shield room as of yet. So right, yeah, I think now it's just a case of going around, and I've got the armor key, which will open most of the doors of the mansion. What's in here? I think it's zombies, if I remember rightly. Yep. Nice. This is shotgun shells, isn't it? Nice. It's weird how it doesn't scream in agony, like the original PAL version. The whoa at the end of it. Don't have the key for this room. Ah, yeah, that's the room where you can change your clothes, which I think you have to complete the game before you can do that. I think I'm fine for herbs, to be honest. Round we go again. That I think is just herbs anyway. I'll show it. Good shot. Nice. I don't know how many things should I come back for those herbs. Done that room. That's a helmet room. Oh, I've got a... Christ, let's put this back. I want to try and pull the shotgun shells away, I think. I think I'll put the shield key back. See, normally here, if I'd have triggered a different cutscene at the beginning of the game, Barry would have been up here reading what this manual is and saying, "Oh, don't scare me like that, Jill." But I think because I haven't triggered that scene, I should be able to read the whole research as well here. My dear Alma, the fact that you have received this letter is both a joy and a sadness for me. I could not even talk to you because of that guy in the sunglasses. It's only taken me watching somebody else play this about a decade ago to realise that the guy in the sunglasses must obviously be, you know who, the villain of the game. I don't know if I want to spoil it, but yeah, I know we figured that out like only a decade ago, at some point at 2013. Alma, be calm and read this. I think I've told you that I moved to a pharmaceutical company's lab. They're headhunting me. Last month there was an accident in a lab and the virus we were studying escaped. All my colleagues who were infected by the virus are dead. To be accurate, they become the living dead. They still wander around. Some of them are knocking on my room door desperately right now, but there's no sign of intelligence in their eyes. That cursed virus takes away all humanity from the human brain. Love, joy, sorrow, fear, humour, eternally. And Alma, even the memories of the days I spent with you. Yes, I'm infected. I did everything I could, but I could only delay the progress by a few days. The most frightening thing is that I forget more about you by the day. So I chose a peaceful death rather than become the living dead. Within an hour I'll have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you'll understand my decision. Goodbye and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn. Don't know why, but I often think about this particular story, and I don't know why I keep expecting future Resident Evil titles to, at one point, discover there is somebody in the game called Alma Crackhorn. For some bizarre reason, I don't know why. I don't know if Resident Evil Requiem's come out, maybe Alma Crackhorn's in that. I'm sure that isn't the case, because if there is, it would have been all over my social media, I'm sure. So yeah, draining the bathtub. Move that out of the way. What's in here? Yeah, I'll take those. I will grab the light. They've got a reward in a future room. I think I'm fine for herbs. Unless that's red. It is beautiful. Excuse me. So again, this felt like it was fairly self-explanatory. Something must come out under here. You just put these blocks on and then press that button in the middle. So what treasure do we have in here? Quest number 3 of 4. And I think this should be the last armor key room. It is. Good, good. Oh, here we go.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill. This house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake and also poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
So the map tells you, eventually working it out, it's the pretty much the save room on the other side of the mansion. Ouch! Such a great line by Richard. Again, I mean, to be honest, it didn't really age that well. Probably the time the game came out, but it's just so over the top. It's iconic, bad, bad for good reasons. So bad it's good. We know what's gonna happen there, so I'm gonna put it in the box. We can come back. We won't need that. We need that as well. Yes. So yep, we've got the serum for Richard. Let's save him. And I always got the impression there was a timer to this. It's like, go, get the serum quickly, save Richard, and at least we can save one member of STARS. Everybody's dying or dead. At least we'll, this time, be able to finally save one of our colleagues.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it. I'm...
No! Richard!
Jill, be careful.
The music. It's brilliant. Yeah, isn't that typical? We're just about to save him and he dies. Dear me. Richard is dead. Richard is ammo. And it's like, yep, you know what's down here. Do I really want to go down here? Oh, he's dead. Nice. One thing I liked about the remake to this version, you put the light on, you come down here, you think, yep, simple to the original. Boom, zombie! Fucking jump scare. Really, really good. But even then, playing this game, when I did in 97, looking around the corner thinking, my God, there's going to be a zombie. There's going to be a zombie, isn't there? But it's like, even if there wasn't, it was like enough to make me frightful about what was around the corner. Just great stuff. Shield key, that's done. Right, so I kind of figured what was going to be in here. I'll just say I'm not very good at avoiding the stick without getting bit, but it doesn't matter because I think I want to get attacked anyway. And I'll explain why in a minute. Oh no! Get out the way! Oh dear, that's so much trouble, so much trouble. I have not handled this well. Lucky. Absolutely lucky. Flipping heck. Yeah, that went worse than I expected. Having said that though, he's gone, so I can grab the shotgun shells. Yeah. Go away, yawn. Final crest. I did think for a moment that the snake was going to eat me. Yeah. I've never... Every time I've come in here, yeah, I've always been attacked by a snake. I'm not very good at avoiding getting bit. But it was normally a case of run when a snake was out of the way and then just hope that I could get out of that little bit after I've got the crest. And more often than that, I'd just make it with little health left. With little health left.
Am I poisoned? Give me the serum. Barry. Barry?
So, first time playing this, with that cutscene happen, my first thought was, that wasn't Barry. That's somebody mysterious. It's somebody else. And for the longest time, I was like, who is this mystery person that, you know, just good timing has saved Jill? I've never heard anybody ask this question, so it's probably just me. So I'm guessing that was actually Barry that saved her, right? But just like looking at what they were wearing, and I'm thinking, that's not Barry, that's somebody else. My eyes might deceive me, perhaps. But yeah, I was convinced for the longest time that the person that saved her there was not Barry. If you know, if you think I might have a point in that, please let me know. So yeah, this particular theme that's playing now, which I think is nice. If you play the DualShock version, the really bad soundtrack, most of the music is different. I think, is it Samaraguchi composer, who is his supposed to be the deaf guy who wasn't, turns out he wasn't actually deaf, who got like a ghostwriter to compose this music. The DualShock counterpart to this, I actually think is better, even though it's a little bit of a rip-off. One of the few pieces of music in the Director's Cut DualShock edition, which was better. This is nice though, but it's one of the times where I think, yeah, the DualShock counterpart, I've got to confess, is better. Hot take, perhaps. It's a hill I'm willing to die on though. Right. The acid rounds. I don't think I end up needing the lighter again for the rest of the game. Or if we do, it's not really important. I could go without using it. Not sure if I remember. But yeah, that means we have done the mansion. Done in inverted commas. The mansion. Well, at least we've done the mansion so far. But I do remember thinking to myself, right, we're going on to the next bit, we don't need to come back because we're continuing on. How wrong I was about that, and how glad I was wrong. Dry wool taker. these all green herbs? I think they are. There's a red herb a bit further on anyway. So we have the two remaining crests, and we can proceed on from here. Whilst I'm playing, it's a very popular zombie game I'm playing at the moment. It's Project Zomboid on Steam. I'm not very good in the sense of staying alive. I am terrible when it comes to fighting zombies constantly, but I keep saying to myself, I want to improve my carpentry skills so much to the point where I could actually create the Spencer Mansion, this mansion, in Project Zomboid. If I ever got round to it, I might consider actually doing a playthrough of that game. I'm still on build 41 though. I've not tried build 42 as of yet. I want to wait till build 42 is complete. But yeah, that's something I'd love to do. It's like build the Spencer Mansion from scratch. Dread to think how long that would take though. Right, so we're out of the mansion, and first of all, nice. I want a red herb. Oh, somebody's trying to beat me.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me. This is
Brad? Brad!
Brad? Chicken Heart? Get your ass back down here and save me now! There are zombies! Just a red herb. Yep, that'll do. Good to go. I'll take a blue herb. Oh, excuse me. Right. Let's crank it up. Water is running down the opposite side. Snakes run. Nice. It was always fun progressing and thinking, my god, where does this lead to? Where are we going now? What's here? Are we going to get more zombies? Can I find a save room, please? Can I find a save room, please? I think I'm going to die. I remember playing Resident Evil 2. Nice. I think it was Claire A, Leon B I was doing. And yeah, just almost getting right to the end with Leon B and having no first aid sprays left and being caution health before I fight. It was one of the versions of I don't know, was it Birkin or Tyrant? It's not Tyrant, isn't it? What is the other enemy called? It might have been Birkin anyway. But yeah, just always dying after one hit and thinking I've gotten so far. I'm not going to kill you because I'm not going to see you on the way back. Hello. So we now come to the guardhouse. This is probably my favourite theme in the game. I know others have their favourites. I think I'm the only one I'm aware of that actually likes this theme. I don't think anybody hates it. I think it was the idea that we're now in a different place. We're away from the mansion. We're in this. It's known as the guardhouse, and the remake is known as the residence. And just that feeling that I don't know, the music trying to convey that. Where are you? What is this place? What items are in the rooms? What does this place contain? What is the boss at the end of it? It's like really, really good. I remember seeing the gargoyle statue at the beginning, seeing the hole. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't want to know. I'm going to cover it. It's obviously the what is revealed to be one of the tentacles from Plank 42. I'm fine for stuff here. I'm going to go into this room anyway. Oh, I'm going to trap myself. Oh, come on. Oops, a pool table, an iron ball. It looks like a clock dial, some kind of a code. 6 ball. Ball. I have never actually been able to figure out what the actual code is, so I might give it a try. Oh my god. I've seen somebody play that, get trapped and die, so I'm lucky I survived that. This is a great, this is a really good theme. Anytime I think of this theme, I think, yeah, we're in some kind of puzzle room here. And it's mainly used for the guardhouse dormitories, but it's used further on in the game, and it's some kind of like puzzle you have to decode. I think it just fits so well. Oh, you're not dead. Will you take the red book? The red book that is blank. A blank red book. Unusual. Hey look, a toilet! Bathtub is filled with muddy water, will you unplug it? Of course. Oh. Yeah, I only got myself to blame there. Oh, just every time I come into a room and hear this music and I think, oh my god, I'm safe. Oh, I can relax. So we don't need that at the moment. I don't think we even need the book at the moment, to be honest. What goodies have they got us? Explosives. First aid. Oh, I've already got her. Makes steps. Sorry, forgive me for wasting time and putting everything in order. Control room key. So the clock code was some kind of code, 3 ball, a 6 ball, and a 9 ball. I mean, I have solved this puzzle in my own way. There's a long way around, but I don't know. Is it 369, 639? Three, 6, 9, 6, 3, 9. 636. Yes, I don't actually know how to do this, other than just pushing a load of buttons. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, the wrong way. Yep, there is a long way of doing that. I don't know what it is. A short way of doing that. I don't know what it is. Sorry. Yeah, I remember doing this and seeing the beast come down, thinking, "I'm just gonna bolt it out of the room. Quick, go, 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 go." Nice. Really do agree, Neb. Actually, could do with another one. So here, again, if I'd have triggered a different cutscene at the beginning of the game, here I'd have been listening to Barry talking to somebody on the other side of the door, where it says the line, you know, "What about my family?" And we'll find out who it is at the end of the game. Which, it just made it really more interesting. It's like, why is Barry conflicted? What's going on with him? His personal life, why is he acting strange? Which obviously makes all the sense at the end. Oh, another room with a toilet. Oh! I know it's RNG when it comes to headshots in the arrange mode of the director's cut of Resident Evil. Is it RNG with how many shots that it takes to kill them in the original mode as well? So I don't think I'm getting good RNG, to be honest. So yep, another room, bedroom, bathroom, more shotgun shells, great. Plank 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the planet Point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus differently than other plants have been and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. There are 2 ways in which Plank 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable what some chemical elements were blended in the water and promotes the incredibly fast growth of Plank 42. Another part of Plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of these bulbs and they are the second resource for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood, using the suckers located at the back of its vine. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victim to this. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton. A dormitory sketch, will you take it? Yeah, why not? Two mysterious cupboards, bookcases, whatever. Oh, does that look like a set of ladders behind it? Imagine being a researcher and then, you know, having to sleep here. Having to sleep and this is the only room that's available. You're in bed while somebody's coming up from behind the ladder. Hey mate, sorry to interrupt your sleep. Just doing some work. I remember coming down here the first time and seeing, again obviously a puzzle, but just like the long corridor and thinking there's gotta be a zombie that comes out here at some point. I'm like, no, there's boxes for the time being, we must do the puzzle first. Yeah, seeing this puzzle for the first time was push the 3 boxes into the water. Just make sure you don't push this particular box to the end of the wall. Oh, you're in trouble. You have to reset the room. I must confess, I've only known to push the box I did at the beginning closer to here because it's a good time saver. Yep, I've may have been watching a few speedrunners play this in the past, so Bork Bassoop comes to mind. Shout out to Bork Bassoop. Not that I'll ever see this, I'm nowhere near popular enough to be giving people like Bork Bassoop a shout out. I think I can digest one more of these. No? Oh, okay, fair enough. I remember thinking to myself, oh my god, what's going to come here? And then obviously, I don't know why they positioned Jill there. That's trolling. Quick, the other room! Get to the other room, Jill! Quick! Quick! Yeah, of course I want to get rid of the key, hurry up! Yeah, go, go, go! Oh, relief. That's exactly what it was like the first time. There's the lever where you move it, of course. Yep, just like that, the water's gone. You push the button, yep, sound from the room next door. Hearing that noise was like, what's going on there? I don't want to know, I'm just gonna go in this room first. Definitely need the ammo, excuse me, for this. I'm sure there was something here as well. Can I not? I don't think I can get to that at all. That's been done with the V-jolt. So was like, oh my god, what's that bouncing? Oh! And then just looking. Shame. I think I am going to do the V-jolt puzzle. What I could do is go straight to the enemy in the guardhouse, which is plank 42, and fire the long way, which will trigger a cutscene with Barry. But I think I'm actually going to do it the way I did it the first time. Before I do that, though, I'm going to use the guardhouse key. I need the book. It's funny looking back at this now and thinking, oh my god, do I have enough bullets to kill this enemy? And now in this particular situation thinking, jeez, I'm fully loaded indeed. It's in the room. I need the book. We're not fighting the enemy just yet, actually. I'm going to put a shotgun down as well. I need room. Yeah, with Chris it's only 6 slots, so it just makes the game all the more harder and sometimes impractical to take what you need. Don't know why I thought there was a zombie in there. It must be in here. Another toilet! So that's what, 4 toilets that we've seen in total. 3 in the guardhouse, only 1 in the mansion though. Now, this will be interesting. Yeah, you can't open that drawer because there will be an ink ribbon in that. There's no ink ribbons because of the version of the game I'm playing. Fair enough. A row of red books, there's 1 white book. Will you take it? Yep. V-job report. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the tyrant virus. We have also found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element that destroys these plant cells rapidly in UMB number 16, one of the series of UMB chemicals that we used for the experiment. We named this UMB number 16 as V-jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy plant 42 if we put the V-jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the UMB series chemicals in a specific order to create V-jolt. The UMB series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of UMB series chemicals and their brief characteristics. UMB number 2 red, NP003 purple, UMB number 4 green, yellow 6 yellow, UMB number 7 white, UMB number 13 blue stimulating smell, V-jolt UMB number 16 brown. Now one book is missing. Oh, it's a row of red books. So that must be going there. So I think kind of being naive was like, alright, what's in here? Let's go in here. Oh, what's that? Get out! Go! It's locked again, the door won't open. Oh, please let this... Oh my god, I'm getting attacked. Please let this door be open. Please let this door be open. And thankfully this door was open. You can actually kill Plant 42 without doing the V-jolt thing. It's tougher because there are more vines. But if you do it, it shrinks and then grows again to its normal size. Then it grabs you and Barry comes and saves you. And another funny cutscene involving Barry. But he's let to do it. Oh my god! When did you come out? Get out! Right. I'm going to go back in though. I am going to do the V-Jolt. So, something is written on the wall. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. Thank you, Captain Obvious, when it comes to the maths. But then you realise why those particular numbers. 1 is water, and then you have only 2 of the UMB chemicals, number 2 and number 4. But with 1, 2 and 4, you can make the necessary... Something is written on the wall. Water equals 1, red equals 2, purple equals 3, green equals 4. So you only need 3 balls to do this. But there's UMB number 4. Water is there. 1. And there's UMB number 2. So with the combination of 1, 2 and 4, you can make 1 and 2 is 3. When you've done the 3, put it with the 4 to get a 7. Then get another 2 and another 4 to make a 6. Put the 6 and the 7 made together to get 13. Then you need to make another 3 by a 1 and a 2. When you've put that 3 together, then you can come in the 3 with the 13 that you've done, and that gets 16, which is V-Jolt. So, yeah, ideally you only need 3 empty bottles. You don't need 4 to do this. So, 1 plus 2 is 3. Water is 1. Got the water. UMB number 2. You got the UMB number 2. Let's put the water in 2, which is 1 plus 2 equals 3. We need a 4. We don't need another bottle. We can cope without one. UMB number 4. Yep. Four plus 3 is 7. So we need 2 and 4 to make a 6. I do believe if you... So you need a 2 and a 4 to make a 6. If I was to put 7 and 4, which would... Or 7 and 2, which would make 11 or 9, respectively. Those numbers have not been put in those maths, which I think gives off a bad smell. Poisons the room, so you just need to get out. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 plus 7 equals 13. And then we just need a 3. So 2 in a water. So combine the 2 with the water, which is 3. And then combine the 3 with the 13, which is 16, which is V-Jolt. Water, 2, 3, 13. Ta-da, V-Jolt. And we put it on the route. Of course, I was a little bit slower doing this because trying to remember which rooms are what is wasn't exactly easy as a 14-year-old. To get right up in its grill. It looks like a plant room. Not anymore, it does. Now, I genuinely believe that's it, I've killed V-Jolt. It's like, well, no, you just made it easier to kill. It's withered. Why is there nothing in there? I'm guessing that must be a... That must have been an ink ribbon. I've just expected it to be handgun bullets. So I've used it on the V-Jolt. Am I going to be insane and try... We've got enough bullets to do it. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. We've done it, so the only thing now left to do is kill Plant 42. And of course I can't go in now because it's now locked. I can go in the other door. So obviously there is not as many vines this time. You've obviously got to look out for the pointy stuff that comes, because it might drop a bag of crap, whatever that stuff is that tried to come down. Oh. Oh, no. I don't want to go back. Ah. That would have been unfair if that had attacked me. Nice. It's got longer than I expected, but that's good. Plank 42 defeated. What's in the fireplace? The mansion key, and then I think to myself, oh yeah, there was rooms in the mansion that were still locked. So we've got to go back to the mansion, haven't we? So I believe that the guardhouse is now done.
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
So I remember seeing what on earth was going on when this cutscene was triggered, and come around the corner. Like, oh, good. So Wes is still alive, which is like, okay, right. So we know the man in charge is still with us. Thank God he's not turned into a zombie. Again, if cutscenes were different, there's an extra set of dialogue, I believe, where he asks, "You noticed Barry's been acting weird?" And Jill's like, "Yeah, I noticed him talking to himself." It's somewhere along the lines of that. I'm paraphrasing. Which just kind of adds to the lore of what's going on with Barry, what's going on in his head. Just really, really good stuff. It's just Barry was definitely the most interesting character out of all the characters in this game. I mean, you can only play as Jill or Chris, but yeah, without a doubt, the most interesting character at the end of this first game was Barry. 'Cause just from the instruction booklet alone, I remember Barry are just the most interesting character development because of his confliction, although you don't know what's going on in his head. It's all eventually all revealed, but no, it's really, really good stuff. And yeah, this was quite fun to stand over. So yeah, this is the guardhouse now done. We now head back to the mansion. I am gonna save it here because I'm conscious I want to make sure I've recorded everything correctly and it's all working and stuff before my laptop decides to cut off. I can put these bottles back, I don't need those anymore. I will save it here, and I'll see you for the next part. Right, we're back for the next part. Hopefully I've put this together so it's a little bit more smooth sailing. So yeah, we just defeated Plank 42. We're now heading back to the mansion because we have the key that opens up the doors that still need to be unlocked. The helmet key. We've got a surprise coming. Do I want to have some fun and mess about? I have no idea. I'm going to risk it, to be honest. I should have all the ammunition I need. No messing about. So yep, we've just seen Wesker. So we know he's still alive. Barry's acting weird. We don't know where Chris is. Oh.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow, give me a
This is Jill. Brad? It's broken.
Yeah, if only we could give Brad a sign. I don't think a middle finger's gonna do any good. So yeah, there were dogs here. I haven't bothered to kill them, but because of that cutscene, Brad tried to get in contact with us. The dogs are gone. Nice job. Never can be too safe. So yep, we go back to the mansion now. I just remember thinking, well, I've killed most of the zombies and the dogs in the areas that I've covered, so yeah, this should be a doddle, right? No problem. No problem at all. Blue, I want... Is that a red? So yep, go back, and I think there's 3 helmet rooms, isn't there? So just unlock them, get whatever we need going forward. So yep, the first helmet room is... Wait, what's this? Oh my god. What the heck is that? I didn't waste any time. Yeah, remember encountering that for the first time and thinking, what on earth is that? What's going on here? So, a theory comes to mind when I look back at the lore of Resident Evil, and I don't know if this has ever been mentioned. So, nobody's ever said this overtly. I don't know if everybody's quietly come to the conclusion. You've obviously come back into the mansions, and by coincidence, hunters just happen to appear. Now, is it just coincidence? Is it just part of the game setup that you're coming back to the mansion again? Or is it obvious that Wesker has sent the hunters to kill you? And is it made... Are people overtly aware of this? And if they are, why has nobody ever said this overtly? And also, what's the evidence for this to have actually happened, that Wesker did this? And I actually have a theory for this, that Wesker did do this deliberately. It might have been in some kind of document in this game that I perhaps forgot to read. But Wesker has done this deliberately. And what made it crystal clear to me was in Resident Evil Code Veronica X, when you play as Chris, when you're chasing after Chris's sister Claire, Wesker says he's going to send some friends to come get Chris, and they're hunters. So Chris has to deal with hunters, and I'm thinking, Wesker has always had control over hunters all along. So Wesker's obviously deliberately told Jill and Chris, if you're playing as Chris, go back to the mansion, there's other rooms that need to be unlocked, because Wesker wants you to see like what you're like against hunters. But was it made obvious when you're playing this for the first time in this game? Or did I have to figure this out until playing Code Veronica? So yeah, that's one of the helmet key rooms. Switch where you push it, yeah, and Magnum rounds. Okay, so there's a Magnum gun as well that we need to get. Great. Will you take the Doom Book 1? That does not sound good. What is a Doom Book? Of course, you open up the book. A medal in the book. A medal from the first Doom Book. An Eagle medal. Okay. We are full. I need a save room. Found that there's one near here. Wait, what's that sound? Oh my god. And now realising, oh my god, there's going to be these creatures, which you later find out are called hunters, in pretty much most of these rooms, aren't they? You're thinking, oh no, I thought I was safe. I'll put some bullets in the back room, use them in case of trouble. Barry to the rescue. What a guy. And he's not wrong, is he? I need to get rid of some stuff. Don't need a crank, don't need a lighter. Let's put this out of the way, don't need this again. What have we got here? More acid rounds, good stuff. Oh, shotgun shells, nice. And a first aid spray. Handy. Yeah, not doing bad in the ammo. Supposedly survival horror. More than enough to cope. I think I'm going to take another one. I should be fine with that amount, surely. We could always make sure. So you notice the music as well. You've got the original motif of but now the extra strings on top there. Just to make it a more ominous and creepy feel that yeah, you're back in the mansion, but things just got a little more scarier now that hunters are all over the damn place. It's just such a wonderful job. Great, creepy atmosphere, scary. So it's like as if you're doing the whole mansion thing all over again. It's like, right, now I really don't know what's going to be around that corner. Oh, look, another hunter. I generally thought the first time playing this, that hunter was actually looking at me and waiting for me, and then realising, oh no, I'm actually stood behind it. Armless now, aren't you? Second of the three helmet room is this. Large fireplace, okay. Another piano. Interesting. Oh no, not again. I can't remember doing this first time and if I had enough ammo to kill it or not. Nice. It's too dark to see anything. Oh god, what's that coming through? Oh, it's alright, it's Barry.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't
Yeah, can you see the
very
dying
well.
snake next to you?
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
So remember, playing his first time and thinking it's part of the story. Barry's gone, he's dropped the rope, something's going on with him. And I'm thinking, yeah, we just need to continue because that's just the way the game is. Only then realising from talking to the neighbours for the fact that, no, you do actually wait, and Barry does actually come and save you again. Comes back to grab another rope.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope! I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
Pass number. Pass number 8. Is that a 1 or a slash? 810 8/0 83 or a 1 0. Okay.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
So yeah, one of the things I obviously came to love about this generation of consoles, with again, I don't know if the PlayStation 1 is it the 5th generation of consoles? Please correct me if I'm wrong. The whole idea is that now you've got branching stories where you can actually choose whatever you do. You could go down path A or path B, which I really, really loved. So I generally thought playing this game when Barry dropped the rope that he was never going to come back and get you. You just continue on. And then realising that, one, if you did actually wait for him, he does come back to save you. And two, if you just carried on without him coming back, that it does have consequences. And I think that just like comparing and contrasting notes with the neighbours that they were playing this game as well, just word of mouth was, oh my god, this is revolutionary. You're telling me there's a game and it's got different endings? It's like, wow, this is like really, really interesting. Because what later happened when playing this for the first time, with eventually what happens with Barry when you continue without him coming back and getting you another rope, and my neighbours watching me play it thinking, oh my god, I've never seen that before. And then obviously when they told me about the way they've played it, and me taking their advice and thinking, I've never seen that before. Wow, there's actually multiple endings. This is amazing. It's funny to look back now and think that, okay, so this is 30 years ago. But this is I'd like to think a really big deal in 96. Obviously, it's a commonplace with different branches of how you complete games. There's not just one canon ending, there are multiple endings. I thought that this is brilliant. So then realising, obviously, this version, which is obviously what the neighbours have done, and then realising, obviously, that pass number that was given to me is the number that you put in the door that it's got the keycode panel on, which I don't know if I'm probably going to explore, because there's never really a need to open that door, because I'm going to go down here instead. Yep. So, yeah. And another thing as well is you can obviously go back up and down here freely as I'd like. Switch below where you push it. Yep, so we're now going in even further down, not to the first floor, but to the basement. This is probably the scariest theme of the game, I think. Yeah, and compare and contrast that with the DualShock version, the infamous the awful DualShock version. The scariest theme versus the least scariest theme. One of the best themes versus the worst theme. Admittedly, because there were only zombies down here, I was kind of expecting hunters, so the music was great, but it kind of made this particular area anticlimactic. In the sense I'm thinking, oh my god, there's going to be a bazillion hunters coming for my head. And it's not, it's only zombies. But then, when you play the arranged version, it makes this particular area all the more fitting. Those are just herbs. I think I'm not going to bother that. I was intrigued by this bit as well. Again, anticlimactic, it's only a zombie. But having said that, play the arranged version of this game and you're realising that some of the zombies are run at turbo speed. Yeah, you're not dead. You are now, though. And then you get the second version of the mansion floor second thing, which again, motif is still there. It's not bad, admittedly, but compared to the second version of the first floor theme, which gives the more scary feel that hunters are about, this it is not too bad. That much room. What do I want to do? I'll go in here and grab. Oh, that is a good idea. I should say for the record as well, I think I've already mentioned this, I probably want to do this and complete it with everybody surviving, the good ending, so to speak. I'm going to come back and get the rest. After I go to the save room. So yeah, going up the stairs here and then thinking, one, what's round the corner, and two, you unlocked it. It's like, oh, I wonder what's round here. Where does this lead to? Oh, we're at the beginning. Oh, you bitch! Yeah, definitely fitting music for hunters in there, absolutely. Yeah, why not? What can I put back? What can I put back? What can I put back? Shotgun shells. I'll get the battery which I'll need in a minute because I need to get more stuff. Oh, actually, I didn't think of that. Yeah, I can. Oh, what I'm doing? You're lucky. You're lucky. So I've used the helmet key. That's all. All the doors are officially unlocked. Orders. Top secret, July 22nd, 1998, 2:13. To the head of the security department. X days approaching. Complete the following orders within the week. 1. Load the members of STARS into the lab and have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. 2. Collect 2 embryos per BOW type, making sure to include all species except for Tyrant. 3. Destroy the Arkley lab, including all researchers and lab animals, in a manner which will seem accidental. White Umbrella. I don't know, I had a tendency just to like read things back then without really taking them in. So I was like, alright, yeah, somebody wants to kill STARS members, that's all, big deal. Not realising that at that point it's clear the STARS team are being set up. More Magnum rounds, which is good. Oh, shotgun shells. I do think to myself, turning off the light here, it's like, okay, it reveals that there's something else to get. But I'm thinking, oh my god, a hunter's going to come in and we're going to have a fight in the dark. Which I thought would have been really, really good, but I think I was kind of relieved that wasn't the case. Look, get out of here quick. So, we've got the red jewel now, so we can put that in the tiger. I think there's a cheat here, but I think you have to play the arranged version, and I think again you can only do this on PAL version of PS1, or it might be another version perhaps. But if you do the arranged version, you don't get the Magnum there, because with the arranged version you get different items in different places. With the arranged version you get 3 sets of Magnum rounds, and if you need to take them all before the Tiger positions back to normal. But I believe if you only take 2 of the 3, come out of the room and then come back in, it will reset back to all 3 sets of rounds there. You can continue to get as many rounds as possible as long as you don't take all 3 sets of rounds at once, which make life a lot easier. So now I've got the Magnum and shotgun. Shotgun shells, sorry. I didn't think to this, so I always have a tendency to go back down, but now realising, yeah, this is the door with the keypad. Brilliant. This one instead. Ooh. Are we coming back this way? Yeah, I can do it. Got to put Magnum back, but it might not be a bad thing. desk is locked. This will be shotgun shells, won't it? Oh no. Magnum, that'll do. Nolly Bay. Look, fair enough. That's what you get for you coming closer. Is there anything in here? Oh, I could say the handgun bullets, yeah. Scrapbook. Raccoon Times, May 27, 1998. Animal attack, woman mutilated. May 20th, around 10 PM, a 20-year-old young woman's body. A 20-year... I mean, you could establish that a 20-year-old is a young woman. You could have just put young woman's body. It was found by a passerby in the left bank of Marble River in a cider district of Raccoon City. Raccoon police assume it to be a grizzly or other animals doing because there are teeth marks along her mutilated arms and left foot that show considerable power. Since she was wearing a hiking boot on her remaining foot, it has been determined that she was attacked in the Arklay Mountains and fell into the river. They are hurrying to identify this woman. Raccoon Weekly, June 16, 1998. Monsters in Arklay Mountains? Some people claim they've seen monsters in the Arklay Mountains. The monsters are supposedly about the same size as large dogs and usually run in a pack as wolves do. This may sound like a group of ordinary wild dogs, but these monsters are surprisingly fierce and hard to hurt. They say these dogs won't bother you unless you wake them, so you smart readers should stay out the Arklay Mountains for the time being. But if you're looking for adventure, check it out, you want to try? Raccoon Times, July 9th, 1998. Mystery in Arklay Mountains, mountain road blocked. Due to successive disasters in the Arklay Mountains, the city authorities have decided to block the road leading to the foothills. At the same time, Raccoon Police intend to begin a search for lost people with the help of STARS team members. They expect great difficulty because of the vast size of Arklay Mountains and the primeval forest that covers most of the area. Also, people still reporting sightings of grotesque monsters in the mountains. So I believe it was... I was watching a video of, was it Ink Ribbon? I believe that... Obviously this is fictional, but I believe if there was actually a location, if it was considered where the location would be in real life, it would be somewhere in Missouri, at the Ozarks, I believe. And one thing I do remember as well is, I don't know if anybody has read the book by S.D. Perry, The Umbrella Conspiracy, which sets as the novelisation of this game. They talk about the game in originally in the police station, and it's Wesker's asking Jill, Chris, Barry, and Brad Vickers, you know, make some ideas about who you think could be behind this. And I think Jill suggests that this could be a set of cult killings, but I think Wesker asked Jill, right, you've got to disprove that, and I think they end up coming up with an argument which suggests it might not be a cult ritual after all. So that could be an interesting idea. Sorry, it's just plain old zombies. A damn virus. There's a switch where you push it. Oh, alright. So we know where to push that then. Get ready for the most 1996 item possible. A Mo disc. So, yeah, I have done everything now at the mansion. I've gone everything, yeah. I could go back. I'll go the long way around, actually. I do have the ammo for it. I'm good for herbs. I didn't realise that's a zombie. I think he's not actually dead. Quite lucky I didn't get bit by it. So we don't need a Mo disc yet. We do need the battery. And we do need the crack. I'm just going to put these together, so... let's put the crank battery. I think I'm going to be fine with that, I think. So, yep, we have done everything in the mansion. Apart from a couple of hunters lurking around. And I think we get a surprise here of different enemies. Woo! Ooh! No, you don't. Ha! You lose. So now that we've got the battery and the crank, there was a place at the bottom of the courtyard, but I've not shown, that we can't yet go to because the waterfall is preventing it. So in order to do that, you can put the battery in here, back up the this way, and then using the crank. Bring the water back up. Which stops the waterfall from down below. That's officially us done with the mansion, and we move on to the... I think it's just known as underground, isn't it? Actually, before I do, I'm going to get rid of this crank because I don't need this anymore. So this particular crank we've been using is a square crank. I am actually gonna... Oh no, there's a blue herbs out here. Do I want to do this I'm thinking ahead to how I want to approach the next part. I mean, I'll do it the old-fashioned way, to be honest. So here we go, there's a ladder, and we go down to the underground. Ooh.
Oh, Jill, what good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
So, again, I remember speaking to neighbours and telling me that whatever you do here, always select yes for the first option and no for the second option. I'm going to complete this with saving everybody the good ending, so I've never actually selected no here, so I don't actually know what happens, but maybe for another time.
Okay, Let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Nope, I'm gonna go
Okay,
first.
Let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
You said okay, let's go, but you didn't say no, did you, Jill? Even though you are going first. Stuff to... I'm not gonna get that. Yeah, those will be handy. I think I'll come back for that first aid spray. I might not actually. Might just leave it. So yeah, I fancy seeing you down here, Barry. What's going on? Having said that, thank you for saving us from a hunter. You must still be a good guy. What's down here?
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh, yes.
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ha!
Enrico!
So yeah, now we realise, okay, so yeah, the stars are being set up. And who on earth would want to shoot Enrico? What's going on? What's the conspiracy? Barry's with us, so it wasn't Barry that shot him. Barry's investigating. I bet you hope that blood that's come out of Enrico's body isn't Chris's blood. Is it ever revealed how Enrico picked up, quote unquote, this injury? So obviously there's this cutscene here, and then the last time you see him in Resident Evil, it's Resident Evil 0, where he comes out of the Umbrella lab setting, which is located also in Resident Evil 2. Where Rebecca sees him and she says she never sees him again. Does it ever establish how he picked up an injury? In fact, is it ever established how he knows it's a conspiracy? He couldn't have moved because of this injury. He's holding something. Yeah, I'll take him. Why not? Wait, what? Why was I expecting hunters to come out of there? I've played so many different versions of this, I've confused myself. I'm sure there's at least 2 hunters that should come out there and get me. You noticed I've got another crank. Because that's not square, that's hex. Nice. A hole is opened and I can't jump over it. Oh, come on, Jill. There's a hexagonal hole. There you go. Right, so we can now cross over. Oh, I have too much stuff. Do you know what? Just continue as normal and then go back. Oh God, a boulder. Indiana Jill. Great stuff. The music makes it interesting. It's like, okay, now what's going to happen? Oh, another hunter. Oh. Sad to get rid of him. Nah, you lose. What could be through here? Oh my God! I think I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh! Nice. Oh, I do have room, so... I do know there is an easy way to do this. You can avoid the Black Tiger's attacks. If he comes and tries to attack you with his poison, if you dodge out of the way, if it hits the web, it will get rid of the web. But yeah, this was the old-fashioned way. Kill it normally. Get out of the room because the spiders were annoying. More often than that, I'd never had room to have to go back and get another knife instead. But yep, let's continue on. This is a couple of things I need to pick up. The first aid spray I won't bother with. I don't need to, there's one here actually. What else do I need? There's no dogs, is there? Yeah, I think I'm fine. We'll need that in a bit. There was an item I missed back here. Yeah, those will do. By the way, I think that last hunter I killed is the last in the game. I don't think you see them anymore. Is it the next section? Another hexagonal hole. What do you mean I can't use it there? So I think it was rather obvious. Rather than turning this all the way around, that you can have choices of where this particular hole would be. I think to me it kind of seemed obvious that if it wasn't on the right hand side, there'd be a secret room. It would therefore be in the left hand side. was like, is there anything in it? Oh, yeah, secret room. Very nice. Indiana Jones again. Nice. Another more disc. Good stuff. Yeah, definite puzzle music to me. No, it's really, really good. I think it just fits the game so well. And obviously the room that we're in. I am not a good speedrunner at all. I know there's ways to do this where you can obviously push the wall out without having to use the crank to make it go back in. I am not that good at all. So, yep, second Doom book with the Wolf Medal. I think that takes care of the underground part. Wrong guess. Oh. Picture of a wolf. Yep. Wolf Mill. I did have a feeling from playing this the first time and thinking, yeah, we must surely be near the end of the game now. Yeah, we get into the final part of the game. I do dread to think though how many times I actually died the first time playing this, how many times I had to use an ink ribbon, did I have enough ammo, did I have enough weapons, health, that kind of thing, did I know where I was going. And I remember thinking to myself, so if you beat this game in 3 hours, you complete everything, you get the rocket launcher. And I'm thinking, I think it took me a little bit longer than 3 hours, maybe 4 or 5, and when I completed the game first time, found out it took me 9.5 hours. It's like, oh my god, and people can complete this in less time? What is the record? Is it something like 40 minutes or something ridiculous? So, yeah, final part of the game, we no longer need the crank. We do need the mode disc. Third mode is great. Yeah, I do like this music as well. It's... how do I describe this? It's sombre? I don't know if that's the right word. Maybe. It's calm. It's not like, oh my god, it's so flipping scary, but at the same time, it's like it's selling off feeling of safety. I think it's something like sombre or depressive, where this used to be a lab with scientists, and now it's just reduced to an outbreak of zombies where nobody has any mental functions anymore. tree, apple, man, woman. Again, I think somebody told me this puzzle before I actually came around to do it. It's, yeah, weird, and I look back and I think the amount of, yeah, a lot of backseating before backseating was uncool. But yeah, I do know what the code is. It is Mole. Researcher's letter, June 8th, 1998. Dear Ada. Ada, by the time you read this, I'll be something different. Today's test turned out to be positive, just as I expected. I feel like going crazy when I think about becoming one of them. Ada, you're not infected and I hope you never will be. In case you're the last one left, take the material in the visual data room and go to the power room to operate the triggering system before you escape, and make all this public through the media. If everything is in order, all the locks can be opened by the security system. You can access the system if you log in with my name for the terminal in the small lab and enter the password. The password is your name. To unlock the door at B2 where the visual data room is located, you'll need to access with our names first and then enter another password. I've written the code below. I'm sure you'll understand it easily. And this is my last hope. If you find me completely changed, please kill me yourself. Password, which is what is revealed to be Mole. Yours, John. Researcher's letters being filed. John, Ada. I mean, come to learn that it's Mole from the code. And that's one thing I did like about Resident Evil 2, which was like when you're with Leon, you're running in the underground police station, and your shots being fired, and obviously the reveal that her name is Ada. I'm like, oh great, a reference to the first Resident Evil. Good continuation. I love it. I can't go in that room now. Will you take the slides? Oh yeah. This computer is used to open electronic locks. Will you turn it on? Yeah. Ropples. Interesting name for a system. So login was John. Password is Ada. Two doors to unlock. I think one thing I didn't like about this particular area was, I mean, the naked zombies look great. Killed a zombie. Come back out. Still there! Another one! Damn it! Let's get rid of some of these more discs. Oh! Gone? Yeah, I'm fine. Passcode output machine. If I had more disk, I could get the code. I've got 3 of them. Passcode 1. I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son. Genesis 22:16. So I've got 1 code. Most of them are fiction books. Okay. Facts. to General Manager of Sanitation Division from Special Committee on Disasters, Raccoon Special Research Department. This memorandum is strictly confidential and must be destroyed as soon as it is understood. Regarding the T-virus outbreak which occurred recently, this committee conducted a field survey. According to survey results, estimates on the amount of damage caused by the accident are considerably greater than reported earlier. First, although it is very difficult to obtain accurate data in terms of actual numbers, it is thought that more than half the researchers died after exposure to the T-virus. The body count will most likely increase since nearly all of the survivors show symptoms peculiar to the T-virus. Second, our security system is still in operation. However, our special security guard squad has been nearly destroyed. Because of that, research information considered by our company to be top secret has been made available to outsiders. Countermeasures should be taken as soon as possible. Finally, many of the subjects from the experiment have escaped and are out of control. We believe that some researchers were killed by these subjects and their bodies were mutilated. By curious coincidence, these events are proof of the success of our research. However, there is also a very high risk that this news may be leaked to the press if we don't act immediately. The condition is very serious. Our operation to cover up the situation is difficult to attain. However, we hope the problem will be solved quickly. We are especially concerned that the state police and STARS are intervening too quickly. We need to act on this situation as well. Oh, they've got a death wish for us, whoever they are. Umbrella. We've got one passcode, there's two more to find. So I need to go back up to the door I want here. Security system, basement level 1, helicopter port. Executives and government officials only on helicopter port. This restriction may not apply in case of an accident. Passage to the helicopter. No one is allowed to enter unless they are attended by a research consultant or security director. All others will be shot on sight. Elevator. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement level 2, visual data room. Visual data room is within the control of Special Research Division. Keith Arvin, the room manager, is designated to have jurisdiction over room usage. Basement level 3, prison. Sanitation Division controls the usage of the prison. Consultant researchers E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker must be present if virus is used. I don't know if I forgot to read this or I've just not taken it in. I've just not realising there and then that A. Wesker. Oh, right. So is he not really with STARS? Is he with Umbrella? We'll find more evidence of that in a minute. Triple locked door. No one is allowed to enter unless he presents all passcode documents. Passcode documents must be created on a specialised output machine by the chief researcher of each block. Power room. Only headquarters supervisors may enter. This restriction may not apply if the consultant researcher has received special instructions. Passcode output machine. No one is allowed to use the passcode output machine but the chief researchers. Basement level 4. Top secret. Regarding the progress of Tyrants after the use of T-virus, remaining document is unreadable. Who is this Tyrant? There's a panel, will you open it? Yep. There's a switch, will you push it? Yep. What is that? And here is the proof. Umbrella Inc. Bioweapon Materials. Bioorganic Weapon Official Report. MA-39 Cerberus, the dogs. FI-3 Neptune, the sharks. MA-121 Hunter, T-002 Tyrant, haven't seen that yet. Bioweapon Research Institute R&D staff. I look through on the right hand side. Particular blonde guy with glasses. It's Albert Wesker. And first looking at this picture, I didn't realise it until my brother pointed out, Chris, that's Wesker on the end. Oh dear. Will you take the laboratory key? Absolutely. takes care of that room. I'll get this done now. I wasn't too sure if I need to take these shotgun shells. Again, this just looked like it was self-explanatory. But I think I did struggle quite a while to get this set up because I didn't make enough room in the middle to put the stairs in. Is that going to be enough? No. Nice. Should be another more disc in this room. Passcode 2. I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies. Genesis 22:17. Who was the religious fanatic of Umbrella? I was kind of expecting being here. I was like, oh my god, zombies are going to come and raise up. Thankfully not. I'm not going to bother killing that one. I'm going to continue and then the final passcode. Why need to put the machines in here? I remember doing this the first time thinking, oh my god, what's that, run? And just decided I'm not going to bother killing them, I just need to run. Dark power, will you activate the blacked out areas? Yeah, that's nice. Run, just go. Same here as well, just run. Oh, you idiots. Passcode 3. And through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me. So we've got all 3 passcodes. Nice. Oh! And then the other thing is to turn on the generator. The power connection switch, the elevator's power is off, blue connector. The power connector, sorry. Back and survive. Bring it up. Nice. So that's connected. What I'm actually going to do is just add the extra cutscene. Oh, every time. So we've got the other 2 passcodes. Where does this lead to? Oh, puzzle music. Is it a puzzle?
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
Oh, Chris, you're alive!
Of course. Damn it, we're in quite a predicament, Jill.
I know, Chris. Anyway, I have to open this room. Well, Chris, I'll be sure to come back and help you soon. Will you wait here?
Thanks. I'll be waiting here for you.
Oh, it's Chris. He's still alive. That's good. Now, we just need to do the other thing that I haven't done yet, and that's go to the 4th floor. Basically, 4th floor that is. Do I have... Oh, I really need to... Oh, I do have more flame rounds as well, nice. Better be careful, I haven't saved since leaving the guardhouse, so... Let's take a... Just in case. Right, what is down
Jill!
here?
Jill, you're here too.
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Jill, you're here too. Yes, Barry, you're here too. There's the Chris version as well where Rebecca enters the piano room. Is that you, Rebecca? Just brilliant.
Wesker,
What's going on
You did a
here?
fine job, Barry.
just as I thought.
What?
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free
my
from
God.
this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl, but if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Barry,
Sorry, Jill.
Oh,
where's your
nice.
family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for Stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
Barry, sorry about that, Jill. How's your family? Well, I was listening to what you were talking about. I asked how your family was, Barry. How are they? I don't know, Jill. I'm here with you. Oh. What is that? That therefore must be Tyrant.
Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
I mean, you just knew this was a bad idea with what Barry was suggesting and therefore doing. I just want to shake hands with you, that's all.
Damn you!
It can't control what it does.
Wow, okay. Again, I don't know the strats of a best of us to use, but that was surprisingly quick. But yeah, just like the the dialogue is just absolutely great. Do you think we can see Tyrant now? Hey, some really bad shit is going down, Jill. Barry, you're so optimistic. Oh dear.
Barry?
Good times.
Barry!
Wake up, Barry, for God's sake.
You're alive!
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Let's
Yeah,
get
no
going.
shit.
What happened to Wesker?
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover
Wesker
immediately.
must have set it off.
Unlock
There's not
all
much
rooms
time
for
left for us.
evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
Ah, so we're near the end.
The triggering system has now been activated.
It's gotta save my namesake.
All researchers and guards should
I
take
never
cover
tended to bother with, are they called chimeras? Never tend to bother with killing them. I just always thought it was easy to run past them.
Oh, Jill!
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
So everything is done?
Well, almost, yes. Now let's go.
triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
No, you don't.
All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
You're gonna waste bullets here.
Unlock all rooms for evacuation. The triggering
Yeah, you go that way.
system
I'll go
has
this way
now
instead.
been
Oh, you doing? I can't see.
All
Shut up.
researchers and guards should take cover
Let's go.
immediately. Unlock all rooms.
Yes, Chris, you keep saying.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock
Is that
all
enough,
rooms for
do you think?
evacuation.
It's got to be. Yeah.
The
If I can't do
triggering
this, then
system
yeah, I
has
probably
now
deserve to
been
die.
activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive,
The
contact me
triggering
now,
system
okay?
has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
Yeah, I was just
Unlock
giving
all
up with
rooms
her.
for
Get in
evacuation.
touch with Brad. Yep. Grab the battery.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers
There
and
is 3
guards
minutes until explosion.
immediately. Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
Oh no! You must be kidding! After you've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris!
All
Give me a chance to
researchers
play
and
nice.
guards should take cover
Okay,
immediately.
I leave it up to you.
Oh my
See you here at the helm.
god. Ladies first. Go first, Jill. Give me a chance to play nice guy. What? Oh man, the dialogue. Absolutely great. This part I thought was done really well. Just the timer and... So I think the first time playing this, I don't think I had any bullets left at all. And I was under the impression that, well, technically you can't. You'll find out anyway. Easy. Oh, wait a minute. One more time. I just kind of knew that this was going to happen. But yeah, just the timer and everything as well. I just think makes it all the more special. But I was under the impression you can't kill the tyrant anyway, so you just had to wait until towards the end with a couple of seconds to fire what will eventually be what you would get, which is the rocket launcher, and then realising other people play was you could actually just save time, but just attacking him as much as possible now.
It's coming!
Oh,
Jill!
that was quick.
Kill that monster! You're our Amazon, Jill!
You're our Amazon, Jill. Quick. Ah, and there it is. Great stuff. Interesting to see how long it's taken me to play this. This has certainly not been my fastest playthrough. In fact, I don't think I've done this in 3 hours. I think it's about, it's probably just over 3 hours, to be honest. Yeah, it's just finally getting to the end of this game and just looking back and thinking, it's so much fun. But just the atmosphere, the music, the puzzle solving, the enemies as well, inventory management, and Barry Burton. Oh yeah, I must say, first time playing this as well, I didn't actually get the good ending. Barry died because is I didn't wait for him to come back with another rope on the second floor of the mansion. I think it's interesting as well how is it the Residents of Evil YouTube channel have managed to reunite the community with the original characters, but we're all still waiting. I think some of us are hoping and pleading for Inez to finally reveal herself, but it's really good that the original cast are in touch, and this theme is amazing as well. So yeah, that's one of the cutscenes I didn't get. And if I had not used the beat joel and attacked Plank 42, I'd have triggered that cutscene as well. Yeah, she's just carrying as the director, of course. So what was my time for this particular playthrough? Oh, really? 2 hours and 39 minutes, is that all? Okay, fair enough. So I think that gets us the rocket launcher. Special key, yep. That room means I can wear different clothes, which at that time was like really, really cool. I wonder what I think it's the rocket launcher I've got, I'm sure. In fact, I'll just quickly load it up actually and see what I've got. But yeah, it's just playing this for the first time and then yeah, immediately thinking I can't wait until the next Resident Evil comes out as well. Again, just that setting of being in a massive building with different rooms, some of which are open, some are not open. You need keys. Different style keys. I think
Maybe it's Chris.
The card references now, in the second one, like diamond,
I'm going with
spade, heart, and
Chris
club.
Is our old partner, you know.
Obviously, different characters. If I'm being honest, Resident Evil 1 is my favourite because obviously it's from a nostalgia standpoint. But if I was being objective, I would argue that Resident Evil 2 is better in every way. Again, not too sure about the music, for instance, but things like the setting, the jump scares, which they definitely cranked up to 11 when you compare the OG Resident Evil to Resident Evil 2. Especially with the lickers as well coming out of nowhere and the music that plays. It's just an incredible job. What do I... Oh, what's this? Oh, an engram. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, fair enough. So, yeah, that is my playthrough of Resident Evil. Thank you so much for watching, if you did. Who knows, I might continue to do a few more in the future. We'll see. But if you've come to the end of this video and watched this, thank you so much for watching.